Yeah, peace and love, pawn some, and gun and hotel, all that good stuff to the body. But I was just thinking of something and meditating on something. Like, I know a lot of time, like in my humbleness and my delivery, to a lot of people it might sound like, okay, yeah, he know what he talking about, but this brother ain't qualified to speak on a lot of things. Even though that might not be the case, but I want to shed light on my past and going forward on how I became in my mind like who I'm is and how I move. So for y'all that don't know me, you know what I'm saying, I'm from Albany, Georgia. I grew up in a hood called CME. CME was attached to, you know what I'm saying, like a gang called CME Rattler. CME Rattler, crime, murder, execution, collect that money every day. At one point, they gang, you know what I'm saying, their family was on all sides of town in Albany, Georgia. Like on the east side, we had something called the 40 Black. West side, you know what I'm saying, they had their own family, and the south side had all their own little family, but we was all connected under the one banner of CME. Man, shit, man, we were bad as hell. Like, man, stealing cars, robbing motherfuckers, shutting down parade. We did a lot of bad shit. But looking back in hindsight, like my hood, CME, like we were known for all the drugs, like, you know what I'm saying, all the dope, like, they used, you know what I'm saying, used to be a little, I wouldn't say a stereotype, but a concept. They were like, man, you can't be from CME if you don't make no money. So I want to, like, this how 12 did my hood. Like part of the project, you know what I'm saying? They section off a part of the project, turned it into a senior citizen home. That one step. Next step, they built the preschool and the close in proximity to the hood. So what that did right there, it kind of trumped up a lot of drug charges, because a lot of people that started getting caught up with dope in my hood, you know what I'm saying? They started getting like 3 charges on top, you know what I'm saying? 3 charges like instead of 1, because they selling in front of school, selling in front of senior citizen home. So a natural drug charge, how it was small. So that started getting people caught up on 10 to plus year type of charge, just off of the proximity of being in a close to a school, close to the senior citizen home, like government property, that added more charge. So what that did to a lot of the guys, that turned a lot of guys to snitch, it turned a lot, it kind of created a crazy, you know what I'm saying, concept, but that what happened on the drug thing. So fast forward a little bit out of that, we still bad at it. Man, we I ain't gonna go too much in the deep of the situation. I put a portion of it in my book, you know what I'm saying, my pimp book, Perception, Influence, Marketing, Presentation, but we ended up getting in a fight with the police. That fight, like, the police was in the wrong in how they did it. So that's like we would kind of either not to skate with the charge, but not to get so much legal action that we did. But the process that happened after that, they started building a case, you know what I'm saying, against the gang I part of, you know what I'm saying, CME Rock. So that case, when they started building the case, they hit 15 houses at one time, including my house. Man, you know what I'm saying? Imagine waking up with an AR-15, like all that in your face and all of that shit. That's how they woke us up. Fast forward a couple days later, a police were parked in front of our house every day, waking up, going to school, police out there just monitoring our house, to the point that we eventually got banned from Albany, Georgia. And for me, you know what I'm saying, in hindsight, I moved to Atlanta, like, kind of after I graduated high school on that, not necessarily on that path, but it was like, Farrakhan said something, it was like, if you ain't never was a part of brotherhood, like I forgot how he broke it down, but he was like being a part of the brotherhood, like you kind of get the insight on being a part of the family, like how you know how to fit in on that level. So when I moved to Atlanta, I was kind of looking, you know what I'm saying, in the extension of that family, because I kind of missed that brotherhood. That's how I ended up coming home to Vice Lord. Fast forward, like, You know what I'm saying? Fast forward a little bit out of that. Like, I was still crazy in my mind. I ended up getting crazy probation violation charge, and then to the point I was like, you know what, man, shit, bro, I'm tired of this jail shit. Like, this shit ain't worth it. Like, paying these probation officers every month on some don't, like, that's a crazy system. And a lot of us just kind of get caught up in that trap of trying to be the hardest, the baddest, and all of that, and you end up out of millions of dollars paying these people just to monitor you. That shit crack. Like, that right there changed me, you know what I'm saying? Then I started looking back in hindsight. I started looking at, like, even going back to that gang shit, my big brother, you know what I'm saying? He would end up fighting like a charge. They were trying to charge him with like a gang leader charge, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that, you know what I'm saying? He beat that cave, but I learned a lot from big bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot from, like, on structure level, like how you do dealing with people. Like, I took a lot of what I learned from him and other people like him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, man, we can come together on negative shit, like doing criminal, like we can come together, do all that shit. And when I made that transition, I'm like, okay, why we can't come together and be about positive business, be about business? You know what I'm saying? It's been a struggle, it's been a journey trying to get people to see like that, but I kind of did make my print on that. And, you know what I'm saying, that the aftermath of that, just seeing, like, how these alphabet boys shoot, play, man, like, I don't care who you is, bro. I don't care how bad you is, how, you know what I'm saying, gangster you think you is, bro, man. Like, how when they start building these cases on you, RICO, conspiracy, and all of that, like, nigga, you gonna see some of your homeboys snitching on you. Like, you gonna see all of that, like, and you being in jail, like, trying to get somebody to put money on your books and commissary and all that. That path ain't worth it, my guy. Like, that shit ain't worth it. And shit, man, you can spend all that same energy, you know what I'm saying, on building something positive, building something constructive with yourself. I just wanted to share, you know what I'm saying, that portion of my story with y'all, like, okay, like, to give y'all my hindsight on how I got to being humbler, you know what I'm saying, what made me more humbler. I ain't shit, like, I wasn't just all the way, man. I used to be throwed off. I mean, I always been smart, you know what I'm saying, I always been real intelligent. I was, like, the smarter guy like the hood. But I ain't, know what I'm saying, it's so easy to get caught up in other people's drama that you kind of got to separate yourself from that. Like, if you want to be about your business, be about your future. That's what it's about, family, being about your future. Then we, you know what I'm saying, get on forward, man. Y'all be on the lookout, you know what I'm saying? We finna drop a whole new movement, like what we on pushing, all-star, you know what I'm saying? All stars matter, man. Indeed, you know what I'm saying? Cause we wanna change, not necessarily change the narrative, but we wanna educate our people. Like, it's better way to do what you doing, that you don't gotta be no criminal, or you don't gotta be criminal minded doing what you doing, family. Like, it a lot of ways to make money out here. Like, bro, you don't, trust me, man, you don't want to end up fighting for no RICO. You don't want to end up in a situation fighting for no conspiracy on some gang shit. And you're going to realize a lot of these gang members that you associated with ain't going to have your back. Not to say they can't, but something, you know what I'm saying, that shit come with money. When you get caught up in a case like that, they seize all your money, family. All that money that you made off of a criminal empire, they seize all of that. So you don't got no money. Like, you got to start over from scratch anyway. So, man, rather than trying to ball out for a year to get your life over for 20 years, you might as well spend 5 to 10 years trying to build something right where you can set yourself up for a lifetime. That's what I'm pushing. I'm pushing positive movement, construct the building. That's what I'm at. You already know, man. That mighty with me.